bro.
Yeah.
You remember who had the shoe with the phone? Who's that? Is it the first James Bond, or was it Get Smart? Or
Yeah, it was Get Smart.
it was
Get
Get
Smart,
Smart. Yeah, they
probably.
had a phone in their shoe. Imagine that was like foreseeing the future, man.
Yeah,
That was
man.
40
Like
years
a
ahead of
cell
time.
phone.
Well, anything that you have in the movies, you look at it nowadays and you can find it, like in reality.
Where's
Like,
flying cars, though? I still want the flying car. It's supposed to happen already. There's no flying cars.
It's gonna be pretty soon, dude.
Oh, yeah, I say 2030.
Yeah, jetpacks. Don't we need some jetpacks nowadays? What's up with that shit?
Oh, I would love to have a jetpack or a hoverboard.
Hoverboard, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
What I'd love to see is the Jennifer Lopez sex tape. That's what I want to see.
I know. I heard about that.
Just go on Google.
I heard about,
And
but
you could
I don't think
bring
it's
it
out
up.
but
yet.
nobody has a copy of it yet. It's just something out there circulating that
Yeah,
she
it's with
lost
her
the
ex-husband.
with
another
an ex-husband.
Oh, no, the
How
other man
many-
is the guy distributing it.
How many men has Jennifer been with?
I don't know, man. I used to
Quite a
love
few.
some Jennifer Lopez. Who's the hot
Yeah.
girl now?
I don't know.
Megan Fox?
See, I don't think she's that hot. She's a little bit. And I'm the twig.
You like Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson. What's the other one?
Rosie O'Donnell?
Of course, gotta love some Rosie O'Donnell.
I haven't had a crush on her since '97.
A fucking loudmouth lesbian who doesn't know when to shut her trap.
Man.
Fuck that lesbian bitch.
She didn't start off a lesbian, did she? Was she
Just
came out
in the
right off
closet.
the bat. No, but I'm saying right off the bat, she it wasn't sure that she
No,
was.
No,
she had her
well,
little show. She was in love with
after
David
her-
Cassidy and all that bullshit.
After her first
Tom
bar
Cruise.
experience, she knew she was a lesbian because no men were fucking coming within a 10-foot radius of her.
What's up with that lesbian shit, though? I mean, there's the lipstick lesbian. There's the diesel dyke, Then there's kind of the regular chick, but I don't get that shit. Like in the homosexual world, you still have your dominant and submissive figures.
Right, you've got your butch,
Then
is
you
what
got
you're
your
saying.
more masculine,
Exactly.
and you got your more feminine figures.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I-
I've seen
I
some butch girls with some really hot girls, but I'm thinking, why doesn't that hot girl just get a guy? It looks like a fucking guy.
That's what I'm saying. You're
you
with
know,
the guys
and you
that-
won't have to use the dildo because you'll have some, real merchandise. There'll be some.
Oh man, I think I don't know. Is it the penis that is? I think some girls are scarred from previous abuses. I don't know.
No, well, I mean,
If you want to be with the guy, choose the real deal.
Holyfield.
Exactly.
Be with the real deal. I mean, I know
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
that
saying.
simple. I'm not that ignorant. They like women, but I saw this
Because
thing
girls
at the
can
DMV
lick box
yesterday.
better.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably they can. You're right. Did you just say they eat out the box better?
Yeah, like box.
Ah. They say.
And I've heard from girls going into strip clubs, they're like, I would much rather go to a guy's strip club than to go to a girl's strip club. Some guy shaking his dick in my face doesn't do it for me. I'd rather see some titties.
Well, the woman's body is just a thing of beauty. It's a work of art.
Yeah, it is.
Other women even appreciate.
They
the
do. I have
beauty in other
I have a
women.
lot of straight friends, girls. They're always trying to drag us guys out to watch women strip, and I'm talking about the fully nude bars, and so we go, and
I've
they
been a
they
strip
get.
club forever, man.
And
I haven't been. Yeah, it's been a while for me, but the girls get more attention from the strippers than we do. They get molested by.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was in TJ at a strip club with my then girlfriend, who's my wife now, and the dancers didn't pay no mind to me. She had to actually say, here's $20. Go pay them some attention. Because they were all
Yeah.
over her, man. The strippers love women when women go in
Yeah,
there.
when women go in
Yeah.
there, they're more comfortable with it, I guess, or.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
I think I stopped going to strip clubs because I encountered a lot of angry strippers.
Well, I mean, it's not even fun. What's so fun about watching a girl just, fully naked? I mean, you got to be a jack off to think that's, exciting,
Yeah.
What about talk about jack off? What about the guy who looks at the stripper on stage like he's gonna bang her later?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
he's
that,
gonna
that's what
get
I'm
that
saying.
Girl, like, please, you'll never pull this bitch out of the club.
Yeah,
You'll
there's no
never,
way in the
you'll
world,
never
man.
do that. She has some.
I don't care if you're Houdini.
Yeah, she has some dummy outside that's gonna pick her up at 4 a.m.
Right, some guy with a big gold chain and shit.
He's not even fucking her.
Brass
He's
knuckles.
a chauffeur.
Yeah. Hanging out with her.
I'll tell you who looked good. Have you guys seen that movie, The Wrestler?
No.
Oh, yeah, I see. Marissa Tomei.
looked fucking great in that movie.
She was amazing. I don't
Her
know.
ass, her body, she was unbelievable.
CGI.
She's the MILF, man. The new
Oh,
MILF.
yeah. No, she was.
It was all live,
Man,
baby.
she's
It's an
captivating.
independent film. They couldn't afford CGI.
No, there was no like glamour makeup or anything like that. She just had a. She's in shape.
She
Period.
looked
There's
legit.
no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man.
Yeah, that's what they say, man. If you want to live to be 100 years old, you can't be obese. You don't see any elderly fat people.
I will be
very
168.
It's
true.
like you don't see any old gangsters.
Yeah, which brings about. We were laughing the other day about what Savvy has all these sayings like never trust a barber that's bald.
Oh yeah,
Never trust a skinny cook.
that's right.
Shit like that. Those,
Young doctor.
a young doctor.
Hey, there
Never
you go.
trust a young doctor.
Never trust a hooker that's
Never
a
trust a
virgin.
bartender who doesn't drink.
We had one of those, man. But it turns out the guy was an ex-alcoholic, so he-
Get a fucking another job. Don't work at a bar. Don't go.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with him, dude?
he's been dry for like 7 years or something like that, and he's a bartender. Unfucking believable.
He's just into masochism. Then
Yeah.
putting himself through torture, dude.
Yep.
Well, at least he can say he knows what it used to feel like.
Yeah.
There was a guy who was one of my competitors when I was selling wine who didn't drink. And I would use that all the time. Like, you gonna trust this guy? He doesn't even drink. What the fuck's he know? What's he talking about?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
talking about bullshit.
Yeah, he's talking about labels and packaging.
That's,
all I can tell.
I used to be a big pot smoker, and, I
Once
could tell
a
you.
pot smoker, always a pot smoker.
No, once an
So,
addict, always an addict. But,
I don't know about
a year and a half ago was the last time I really smoked bud. And, I'm not going to go out there telling people, oh, you should buy this or oh, you should buy that, because I'm out of the game, dude. They've come up with like 60 new buds by now.
Yeah, you do. But
The fucking
I hope-
bootylicious train wreck.
now that it's
Kush.
legal, you should probably look into becoming a vendor.
Yeah,
It's
go
like-
work at a co-op, a dispensary.
This one is wonderful.
Don't be though, because you still smoke cigarettes, and I smoke them with you on occasion. But don't be when you finally stop smoking cigarettes. Don't be the ex-smoker coughing every time someone lights up or
Yeah.
explaining
No,
the
hell
no.
evils
Oh, yeah.
of tobacco. Don't be that fucking guy.
Or like
Talk
the-
about douche of the week. That's the other guy.
the guy that did the drive-by, and now he's a newfound Christian
Yeah.
preaching
Oh
the
yeah,
word.
yeah, that's
Hallelujah.
get it,
I
though.
killed 18 people with 4 shots.
because I definitely
Don't
have
do
that
what I
theory. That whole circular theory about there's the cop on one end of the spectrum, and then there's a criminal on the other end. I don't think it's a straight line. I don't think there's a big gap between a cop and a criminal.
No.
I think it's more like a circle.
Right.
And the circle of good and evil or whatever, they're a lot closer on that circle than they are far. Because you kind of have to be a little dirty to
Yeah.
be a cop.
You
And then
have to think
know
like the criminal.
Yeah, then the criminal has to know the law.
Exactly.
So it's like
There you go.
you gotta be both.
yeah, that's a thin line, man.
Yeah.
It's same with your theory on love and hate. All right,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Much. It's
Yeah.
not love and hate are not opposites.
it's like you hate.
Indifference is the opposite of love. I mean, you
Yep.
just don't give a fuck.
Right.
The person who just doesn't care, like that's how you know your relationship's in shambles. When you're not fighting anymore.
Quit talking shit, man.
I'm just saying. My wife and I got in an argument recently, and then I start thinking about it, and I was going off her intentions. Her intentions were good. My intentions were good, and we never gave up. Once someone quits, forget about it.
Yeah,
As
it's
long
just
as
they
there's
don't
still
give a
some
shit
passion,
anymore.
Some fire, some fight in there. Not to say I want to fight with her all the time, just so we can prove we love each other. I'm not that dysfunctional,
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole I've been in relationships where I just know she doesn't give a fuck about me.
Mm-hmm.
She can care less. She can care less if I come or go. I'm like,
That's
I'm
why
out.
most people don't get married.
I'm out, man.
Because after 7 years, nobody gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah, it's a 7-year itch.
We gotta wrap it up. But I'll leave you with this one. Every 7 years, your personality, well, not your personality. Every 7 years, your interests and your beliefs and your opinions
Perspectives change.
And your taste buds.
So what you were doing at
I eat
7,
sushi now.
what you're doing at 7, you're gonna do some different shit at 28. So just remember that next time you want to move in, you 18-year-old dumb fuck with your boyfriend. Who's
You're
working
going to
at
change
Home
when you're
Depot.
21.
You're gonna change at 21, 28, 35. On that note, I'm Savvy Jinx with the Painter and the Twig. We out.
Late.